Hey everybody, it is your girl Coach Cheryl and welcome. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Midday Motivation, Midday Ministry, whatever I'm calling this. Just a few moments just to interrupt your day to give you inspiration, encouragement for the journey ahead. Now, I know if you look at the subject, you may see it now, you may see it after we get off. It says one thing that's stopping you from reaching your goal. And I know I'm talking about this at the end of the year as we are going into the last 21 days of 2024 and getting ready to breach over into 2025. And so I know you're thinking, Cheryl, what are you talking about? The one thing that's, or one of the things that's stopping me from reaching my goal, because it's one of the things that stopped me. I used to think there were so many things, lack of money, lack of resources, lack of help, all the things. But I realized, no, the biggest thing, or one of the biggest things that stopped me from reaching my goal, wasn't what I thought it was. It wasn't that people weren't supporting me and there for me and all the things, yada, yada, yada. The thing that I find stops most people, especially y'all, especially believers, especially Christians, and it is I had to count how many letters, a 6-letter word, and that's habits. Your habits are stopping you from reaching your goal. And I wanted to do this one before we get into the new year where everybody is, doing, your New Year's resolutions and you're doing your goal boards and your goal dreaming and all the things. But what's going to stop you is that you're going to start off strong and you're going to start off with momentum and things aren't going to happen like you want them to happen, or they're not going to go as quickly as you want them to go, or people aren't going to galvanize around you like you want them to. And so when it comes to that, or like and the old people used to say, when the rubber hits the road or when the rubber meets the road, you'll find that one thing is going to help you, and that is to be relentless with your habits. Relentless with your habits. To set aside some habits or to establish habits that you keep no matter what happens, no matter what it looks like, no matter the obstacles that come, no matter the roadblocks that the enemy puts in front of you, that sometimes you put in front of yourself, self sabotage, that you don't even realize. And so, for the next few months, I'm praying with God and I am laying before Him to put together some programming that will help you establish good habits. I have people ask me all the time, how are you so consistent? How do you so consistently, show up on social media? How are you so consistent in writing books? How are you so consistent in your prayer life? How are you so consistent? It is the habits that the Lord allowed me to set up that are like boundaries, that are like guardrails, that keeps me going when things are chaotic. Things that have helped me going the last 3 years without a job, without, I've been looking and still can't find one, with a business that is ebbing and flowing. What are things that have kept me going? And those are habits, y'all. You are failing because you don't have a system. You are failing because you don't have things that you do consistently, no matter what it looks like, no matter how you feel. You can't write your book because you don't have good habits. You can't develop a good prayer life and a relationship with God because you don't have good habits. Habits are stopping you from getting where you want to go in life. And so I'm excited about being able to help you with those habits. So what I am going to do is I'm going to start setting up some systems. I'm going to start setting up some things that will help you develop those good habits. And if you'd like to be involved in that, if you'd like to get to know what those are, I'm going to drop a link in the comments for some of those things. And it's for my email list because I am going to drop this course inside of my email list. And they will be the first people to know about it when I set it up, when I launch it. And if it gets filled from my email list, then that is it, because I'm only going to take a small number of people and walk you through the processes that God is teaching and has taught me how to set systems and habits in place so that you can get to where God has called you to go. So again, I've dropped the link already in YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and drop it as we speak so that I don't forget, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to drop it in Facebook as well. And so go ahead and jump on the email list so that when we launch this course, and I told you all that God has me praying through it right now. I don't take it lightly. It's not something that I'm doing because I don't have nothing else to do. I have so much that God has been speaking to me, and He's been ministering to me as I even develop this. Hey, Emily, thanks so much for joining. So if you are someone or you know someone that needs this, I'm going to ask you to share this with somebody that has been struggling, somebody that you know that they have big dreams in their hearts. They have big dreams on their minds and they just can't seem to get it together. You could join as a team to do it together. So in the coming months, I'm going to be talking a lot more about it on my email list, and I'm going to launch it first to my email list. So, but I want you to do something with me and for me. I want you to be praying. I want you to be praying as we give God these last 21 days with everything that we have. And as He continues to speak to us about what's coming in the next year, if you've been floundering, if you've been wondering why you can't get to where you want to go, and you need someone to help you walk through the process of setting good systems, setting up good habits to get to where you want to go. If you need good accountability so that you don't talk yourself out of your dreams. That was one of the major things that I would do. Hey, Daniel, thanks so much for joining. Is I would talk myself. Just it was self-sabotage. It wasn't what other people were doing. I would talk myself out of going and reaching and obtaining the things that God had placed in my heart to do. And what helped me get on a good path was learning some good systems, some habits that I consistently did, and having an accountability structure, accountability system that walked me through it. And so I'm looking forward to talking with you more about that. I love you all with the love of the Lord. And I pray that this remaining 21 days that you don't put off the good things that are coming for you in the remaining year. 2024, God still has things for you in this year. And then looking forward to the new year, what God will do. Again, I love you all with the love of the Lord. And I look forward to seeing you on tonight. Tonight is our last Bible study for the year. So I look forward to seeing you on tonight. We're talking about meekness and temperance. And that's something we don't like to talk about, but something we all need to have in our lives. I love you all with the love of the Lord. I look forward to seeing you on tonight.